That is not going to get fixed. I'm not going to worry about it. You're good. You're good babies. All right. So, just chat. Here's me. Here's dog bowls. Let's undo that. Okay, I see you, baby. I see you. Not gonna run over a dog. Okay. I don't know what that is. Hey, Wicked Digger. I'm 2 minutes into my very first live stream. How are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing at all. That's all right. I'll figure it out. Yes, you are. Welcome. Hey, Mally Man, how are you? This is cool. I've never done this before. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Wicked Digger, I loved your video today. That was so awesome. Oh, very cool. Very cool, Mally Man. Explain exactly what that is to me. I don't know what a coin roll hunt is. I know it's kind of hard to type it all, but yeah, it was very cool, Wicked Digger. Very, very cool. One of my favorite videos I've seen. It was awesome. Hey, Colonel. How are you today? Yeah, I'm sure it must have been a lot of work to go back through and put that footage together, but hopefully worth it. If you ever feel discouraged, you can look at that. It's amazing. Oh, very cool, Mally Man. Okay. That's awesome. Good, Colonel. I'm glad you're doing great. Hey, metal detecting Melbourne. How are you? So, Mally Man, do you all do it on your individual channels, or do you physically get together? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. Let me make you guys mods so I can. I've never done this before, so I'll get it together. There you go. Okay. Got you. Hey, full half. Yeah, I'm a whole 5 minutes experienced. I'm an expert now. I've got some goodies to unwrap or unbox, I should say. Things that will help metal detecting. All right, I think I've got all of you now as moderators. I think. MD Melbourne, did I get you a wrench? I think I did. So I've got some fun stuff to that's going to help metal detecting, because right now I sold my boat And so I have two kayaks and two paddle boards that I rent from the beach. Oh, nice, Melly Man. That's cool. That's very cool. But in terms of getting to some other beaches to metal detect, I need to pay a water taxi. And it's really not always convenient for them to go where I'd like to go. And of course, that costs considerably more to take them off their normal sort of route that they go back and forth. So I bought some electric motors for that I can put on the kayaks and paddle boards. Probably the paddle boards. I prefer the paddle board to the kayak. So I'm going to dig into some of those. I bought a lot of different things because they've all got some different pros and cons. So I've got two that I can unbox, and then I have one more that I need to do a proper video for because they gave me a discount, not in exchange for a video, but because, well, I bought a used one and they sold me a new one. And I told them that I would do a video for them as a thank you. So I need to hold off on that one, but the other ones I can just sort of casually open up and we'll hang out. So the first one I bought is the Boost Fin. I don't remember all the specs because these things were held up in customs for a long time. I think I bought them all on Black Friday sales, and I just got them last week. So, hey Jack, welcome. How are you today? Let's get you a wrench. There we go. So the one that I'm not going to unbox today is the longest lasting, but it's got two parts. It's got a separate battery that I have to strap on top, and then it's got the fin underneath. And I really hesitated on getting two parts because it's more weight. And of course, I've got to carry everything up and down the mountain. But it can also go for up to 12 hours at low velocity and about an hour and 50 minutes at high velocity. High velocity being like 4 miles an hour. We're not, I'm not going to be pulling water skis from the paddleboard, but to have that kind of longevity is amazing. Yeah, it's a crazy long run time for a little battery pack like that big. So I ended up going with that one. Plus, the guy's a real nice guy. It's Tamarindo Board Company out of Chesapeake, Virginia. And they were just super. So I bought that one to be like my main car. And then there was a really good Black Friday deal on this Boost Fin. So I got this one because it was on sale from $600 down to $400. Yeah, I am, Mally Man. I am going to do a review video on them. I probably need to get someone else to help film that though, because if I just do it all from point of view from my little collar contraption, it's not going to be particularly interesting. So I'll probably need to get some help for that. But I'm definitely going to do reviews on them all. So, oh, full half. No, I still have the sailboat. I sold my Ponga. I had a 24-foot Ponga that I used to go back and forth to the city. And even though it was really convenient and really nice to have my own boat to do that, it was so much more expensive than just paying a water taxi or a taxi. So, and because I now have the apartment in the city, I wasn't using it as much personally. And to just have it sitting out on a mooring is a bit of a liability and a lot of maintenance and a lot of responsibility. So I sold it. It was a hard decision, but that's actually how I bought my metal detector, the camera, the kayaks, the paddle boards. Like selling that boat is how I bought all this stuff to start doing this hobby. So well worth it. Well worth it. I'm happy I did. And if I really, really want a boat, I can borrow friends. I need to pay him because it's his job. And so I need to do it on an off day I have to do it on an off day. He wouldn't give up a work day. But like on a Tuesday or something, I could just throw in some money for gas and a little extra and I could use his. Yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it. So, and having the apartment really is more valuable to me than having a boat. especially a boat that, because I'm alone out here. Like everybody else who has boats has like 30 family members to help them with it, when there are storms and things. And I don't have that. So it's just as well. All right. You guys are going to see my dogs running all around. So this is the inside of the package of the Boost. The instruction manual. Oh, it's got a little Velcro thing. So that's what it looks like. It's really, whoops, as I dump it onto the camera. It's really small. I mean, that I can just throw that in my backpack. That'll be super easy. This only lasts for about 15 minutes. This only lasts for about 15 minutes at full power and about 45 minutes at partial power. Not really. No, it's a big window, and it's got glass stuck on both sides, but the center part of it is screen. Let me see if I can show you. That's screen. So there is some glass, and I have glass in the doors in front at my balcony, but it's not full glass. And then there's another window in my bathroom that has no glass. That's pretty big. And then there's another window opposite that on this wall in that room back there that has no glass. So most of it's no glass. There are a couple pieces, but not much. All right. So this I really just bought because it was super cheap. It was not super cheap. It was $200 off. And where I am, and if I'm going to be out whale watching on a paddleboard, or if storms come up, the more get home safety I have, the better. So this is it. It's like 2.5 pounds. This is maybe 3. Yeah, probably 3 pounds. That's the prop. And then it should have an adapter in here somewhere. It's a warranty. Oh yeah, here's all the little controls. There are the controls. And the one thing that's kind of annoying about it, you guys, is that to start it, you need to connect this magnetic wrench to a piece to there. You have to connect this magnetically. So if you lose this, you're screwed. And so you have to carry this around with you too. I mean, that's okay. There are worse things, but it's kind of a silly contraption. But it's got great ratings, and it looks like a lot of fun. So it's got adapters. It's got the remote control. So you just strap this to your wrist or to your paddleboard, your paddle, and then you just click it to start, go faster and stop, or go slower. But I think it's going to be really cool. Got the charging cable. There should be an adapter in here too. Maybe not. Oh, you know what? I think I bought separate adapters. I might not have bought the adapter for it. It slides into the standard fin. So you unscrew that, you've got a screw, you lock it in. You lock it in here and slide it in, and then this just screws down into the fitting. Hey, Gopher Bill. Hey, Marvin. How are you guys? Let me get you guys a wrench. All right, there we go. There's you. And Gopher, let me get you. That is moderator. All right, now you guys should all be wrenched up. There we go. So I think it's going to be cool, but this is actually like the least, the one I'll probably use the least. I'll open the other ones next. The other ones I think are really, really cool. I really splurged on these, but they're going to last a while, and they'll be very helpful. Hey, Mandy. How are you? Because there are a lot of beaches within about 20 minutes of me where a lot of people go for the weekend, and you can only get to them by boat. And so people will hire a boat to drop them off. they'll go for the weekend and they bring coolers. They're out drinking. They go in the water. And I'm sure none of them have ever been metal detected. Because I just don't think people really think about that here. So I think that there could be some great fun. Hey, Plug for Days. Let's wrench you up too, Plug for Days. There you go. Hey, Amanda. So this one, oh, shit, I keep almost dropping it onto you guys. So this one I think is going to be the least used, but it will certainly be helpful. That's one. The next ones I'm really excited about. I'm excited about all of it. How are you, Amanda? The next one is also sort of a shorter lived one, but I got this one because I can dive with it. So when I'm metal detecting, I'm great, Amanda. Thank you. Wow, Plug for Days. That's awesome. That is so cool. That's a nice haul. Hey, Ray Diggs. Plugs for Days. What area are you in? I want to pan for gold so badly. I really want to do it. That is so, so cool. Oregon. Okay. Very cool. Congratulations. It's definitely high right now for sure. It's actually warm here now, finally. At least in the daytime. Very awesome. I've got so much stuff in this next box. Let me show you guys. It's quite the kit. It's finally bathing suit weather, so. All right, so this is what I've got in this box. I've got all kinds of accessories and then the two motors. So let's get these out. Oh, that's great, Gopher Bill, that you're still out detecting. Harry's Coin Shop. So these I got for this reason. I can dive with them. So if I take the detector underwater, I can get so much more distance with these. So I think it's going to be awesome. Plus, instead of like having to dig or scrape away sand, I can just tilt my arm up and blow some of the sand away to uncover the target. So I think these are going to be really cool. And I can hook them to the bottom of the kayak and paddleboard too. So I'm going to open one of these, see what they're like. Let's see, let me get a pen. I didn't grab a knife or scissors. There we go. I think it's going to be so much fun. You know, and these two don't last very long, but they're really light. And because I can dive with them and I can use them for a get home device on the paddleboard, I think they're going to be great. All right, how do I open this? There we go. Nope. All right. Oh, they've got little tabs to open them. That's nice. I don't need to cut everything open. There. Where is he located, Plugs? Oh, he said he'd be back, so. Full half, you probably, I guess you know. Where's he located? Marvin, are you familiar with them? Oh, okay, so that's what it looks like opening the box. That's a heavy duty box. It's got these little pads in it too to protect the thing. Caught it? I think I've got autofocus on. Sorry guys, it's probably kind of annoying. I didn't even think about that. I'm not used to the camera. Okay, so this is it. So it's got a bracket that's somewhere in that box. And I bought 2 of them. The bracket I bought can actually hold 3 of them. I mean, I could almost, plane with 3 of these on there. So it comes with a bracket and you just clip them in. And then it's got, I'm dropping everything. Oh yeah? Okay, so you've used the C-Ray? I did so much research. I looked at so many of them. And I decided on that Tamarindo board one. That's the 2 parts. But then all this stuff went on sale. And I thought, I'll use it. I'm in the water, not so much now because the water's really pretty chilly. But I'm in the water pretty much almost every single day from about early April to probably November. End of November, it starts to get chilly. So I'll definitely use them. And I think they're going to be such a great help metal detecting. So these little leashes plug in, I guess there. I'll need to check, but they plug in, I think here. Yeah, they plug in here. And then, so you've got the leash and you just sit on top of your paddleboard and it's got this little finger trigger. And that's how you use it. There, okay. So you use it like that. There's your trigger. And that speeds it up or slows it down. And it's got modes. I think you can click depending on your mode. I think like if you hold it in and click it, it's a different mode. Hey, Team Lynch. How are you 2 today? This came with all kinds of stuff, all kinds of accessories. All right. This has a little prop guard. So you can snap that in there. So we don't have a lot of seaweed or grasses though. So I don't know if I'll need to use this, but it's nice to have. I don't know what that is. It's a little rim, but I don't know what it's for. Hey, Gary, let me get you wrenched up. How are you today? There we go. That's right, MD Melbourne. We're opposite. And the water's pretty warm here until the beginning of December. Beginning of December, it starts to get chilly, and this month is very chilly. Well, very chilly, in perspective. More chilly than I'm used to. So yeah, I can just stick this in a backpack and take it with me. And it has wrist cuffs and all kinds of other stuff. So this is, I don't know what this is. It's like a bracket of some kind. Oh, you know what? I think this is for the armband. I think if you wear the armband, you can hold this and it supports it on the armband. We did not have snow, Mally Man. Although I was in like my one sweatshirt for every single day. I even hated to wash it. It was so chilly here. I have a little tiny heater, just a little 500-watt heater that I've got down at my feet, but we didn't get snow. In the daytime, it's still like 70, but these houses are all cement block, and once they get chilly inside, they really don't warm up. Hey, heavy metal, let's get you wrenched too. Welcome. There we go. All right, heavy metal, you are wrenched. I think I've got everybody. Oh, grateful half, enjoy your food. Thank you, heavy metal. I've got my little drink. Well, Gary, come to Mexico. We got plenty of them. Chippendale detectors. Plug, that's hilarious. What else have I got in here? Got a little floaty strap. That's probably helpful. Charging connector. Oh, here is the handle. Let me open this up. This is for if you want to really swim with it. Yeah, you and me both, Gary. I mean, you can live a middle-class lifestyle here a lot less expensively than a lot of places, but Mexican wages are not very high either. So, you know, it has its nice points, but paying U.S. prices for things is prohibitive. So this is the little bracket if you want to dive with it. You can use the arm strap or you can use this. And then this has a finger trigger too, right there. So you can speed it, you use the speed with that. So it's cool. I think it's going to be so much fun. Sounds good, plugs. All right, gosh, there's more stuff. Oh, this is the armband. This thing is hefty. Will you, Gary? Hey, Florida Thunder, how are you? Let me get you wrenched up too. I've got a mosquito. There we go. Let me get you wrenched up, Rob. Well, keep scrolling. I'm missing you. There we go. There we go. Now I've got you. Now you're wrenched, Rob. Hey, on point. How are you guys today? This mosquito's a pain in the ass. There we go. All right. I'm unwrapping water toys for those of you guys who just came in. Yeah, this is the arm strap for it. This thing is hefty. I can't wait to get in the water with my detector. Cannot wait. Hey, Canslaw, welcome. There we go. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm unwrapping all the toys. All right. Terry, let me get you. Terry, I used to dive. I have not been diving in such a long time, but I don't really care to go very deep. I want to get a blue Nemo because that's just like, what, like 3 meters deep, 10 feet deep. So I really want to get a blue Nemo so that I can be out of the wave crashing zone, but still in pretty shallow water. So mainly snorkeling, but if I get a blue Nemo, that would expand the reach a bit. So that's what I'm hoping for. Oh yeah, Gary? Yeah, a hook, I don't care what system I get. I mean, We have some rough surf. January, February, it can get rough, but in general, our seas are pretty calm. Full of chocolate and wine. Yeah, Mandy, I don't really care to do that. I have no reason to go, 35, 40 feet to metal detect when there's so much probably right within a short distance from the surf zone. Oh, good, Rob. Very good. A dive, yeah, I've seen the dive buddy. I'm not even opposed to getting the little tanks that just last like 15, 20 minutes that I wouldn't even mind one of those because for what I want to do, I'll be mostly snorkeling. There go the dogs. I'll be mostly snorkeling, and then if I find something, I can use the tank. So I'll probably just get whatever comes along that looks like it's going to work and adjust from there. That seems to be my MO. Oh, Kaylee. Yeah, I mean any of it's going to be fun. I don't think I can go a wrong direction, especially since I'm not going to be putting myself in particularly stressful or strenuous situations. So I think it's going to be fun. Ugh. Well, Gary, I hope you get some sleep. That is not going back in properly. All right, what'd I do? There we go. There. That's better. I have a mosquito that really likes my face. There we go. Hey, Detecting with Jem. Canslaw, you can post your link if you want to. Post the link for your channel so people can go visit. All right. Gotcha, Detecting with Jem. You're wrenched. So between all those systems, I've got so much more here too. More to go with this thing. Yeah, very true, Plugs. I had never, it's warm. Wow. Canslaw, just open up your channel, like go to your own channel and copy the link at the top of the browser window and then come back here and paste it. I do heavy metal. I got the boost. I'll show you what I got. I got 2 of those Subnados that I just unwrapped. And so I got 2 of those, and then there are brackets and all kinds of things that come with it. And then I also got the boost fin. The Subnados I got because there was a great sale on them. And I can throw them in a backpack as a get-home device for my paddleboard and kayak. But most importantly, I can, snorkel and dive with them. And they'll really extend my reach for metal detecting. So those are going to be great fun for metal detecting. This I got as an attachment for my kayak and paddleboard. This I will probably use the least, to be honest, but it's only 3 pounds and it's easy to, it's maneuverable. I know, Martin. I've actually, Marvin, I've never had a dive partner. I've always done everything alone. I'm really a lone wolf. Yeah, thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I need the watch hours. I'm really on track for subs, but I'm behind on watch hours. Oh, thank you, Mandy's Candy. That was sweet. Thank you so much, Gary. Yeah. And I'm not going to be doing anything deep or particularly life-threatening. So I got 2 of those Subnados that I just opened. These doohickeys, and I got a bracket that will actually hold 3 of them. Can't imagine ever carrying 3, but you know, you never know. But they'll be great for metal detecting. And then I got one other one that's going to be sort of my car, because the other one that I got can go for about an hour and 50 minutes on the high velocity and about almost 12 hours on the low velocity. Now, low velocity is only like 1 mile an hour, but you know, for transporting to some of these beaches that are in the middle of nowhere, they'll be great. Hey, Venture. Canslaw, I'm in Mexico. I'm in Mexico. I'm in the Bay of Banderas, where Puerto Vallarta is, but I'm about an hour and a half from the city in a very remote place. It's really remote. We have no cars here. We have to hike everywhere. It's really a different life for sure. For sure. I shower out of a bucket. I don't have hot water, no heat, no air conditioning, open air houses. So it's different. Oh, I forgot to put that back in. It is different. I'm excited about these goodies. Rob, actually the electric is much better than it has been previous years. The longest I've gone without power was 17 days. 4 to 5 days is kind of normal. That happens that had happened regularly until this past year. So this past year, the infrastructure has improved a bit. But this area, we didn't even have internet until 7 years ago. There was no internet here, and we don't have cell signal. You can sometimes get a cell signal right down on the beach, but you have to sort of wave the phone around. But yeah, internet just came here 7 years ago. It's really different. Yeah, detecting with Jim, we have no cars. There are no cars, no roads. Horses run free, dogs run free, kids can play anywhere randomly. We just have to hike everywhere. There are a few ATVs for hauling construction equipment and that kind of thing, but they can't get up the mountain because the trails are too small. So the ATVs can haul your stuff as close as they can get. But like I have 7 dogs, so I have to do, like every 2 months or 3 months, I do a big dog food trip at Costco. And so the ATVs will get as far as they can, but then I have to hire like 2 guys with burros to pack my big bags of dog food up the mountain for me. So it's different. Rob, I've gotten so accustomed to just a bucket and a scoop that it doesn't really bother me anymore. It has lately because it's so cold. I've been doing, the quickie navy bath, the sponge bath, but my apartment in the city does have hot water. So 2 days a week, because I'm there overnight, I can get a nice, good hot shower. Oh, Canslaw, I've been here for 14 years. I'm definitely not worried about getting kidnapped. I don't have anything anybody would want. They'd have no reason to kidnap me. Hey, Bill. Welcome. How are you today? Oh, nice, Wow, Canslaw, that's amazing. Hey, Shane, how are you? Yes, Rob, I have lived in this place here for about 6 years. And right at a year ago, I rented an apartment in the city. I found one that was really inexpensive in a great location. And it has been just a real help, emotionally, mentally, physically, like everything. Having that little escape from the jungle Yeah, because here, I mean, I can't even go out to dinner here. Like I love living here, but there's a lot that I can't do. And my life was just getting more and more small. And so I had the opportunity to rent this little apartment in the city, and I'm there one night a week. Um, and it's been great. It's a great escape. You know, most people escape from the city and come out to the jungle, and I escape from the jungle and spend a night in the city. So it works great. Oh, Tesla, let me get you wrenched. How are you today? There you go. There. All right. Oh, cancel. Yeah, I haven't seen snow in probably 20 years, except for my dad's funeral. The exception of my dad's funeral, I think it's been 23 years since I've seen snow, maybe more. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Tesla, thanks. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, heavy metal. I am a bit feral. There is something to be said for being isolated, sort of to your left to your own devices. There is something to be said for that. So, so I want to see what this. I want to try to find this bracket that I got. Is that it? Oh, you know what? I might not have ordered the bracket. I'm still trying to figure. It's been so long since I ordered this package that I'm not even sure what I've got anymore. Yeah, Bill. I have only very temporarily lived in cities. Okay. Yeah, this is really small, actually. This actually is surprising. This is the bracket that can hold 3 of those Subnados. This is a lot smaller than I thought it would be from the image. And I've got 2 of them, so I could put 2 on either side, or I can just use 1 in the center. Very cool. Witness protection program. Go for it, heavy metal. Who am I to tell you no? You're in the comfort of your own home, right? I think these are going to be so much fun. Just needs to get a little bit warmer. And I need to spend the day cleaning everything and attaching them. So I'm going to have 3 options of motors for the kayak and the paddleboard. It's going to rock. Then I'll be the crazy lady on this motorized paddleboard. $50 degrees. You're in Tennessee, right, Bill? That is a heat wave, actually. That's great. That's probably a really nice break from the cold. What's this? Oh, okay. This is a single bracket. Cool. Yeah, plugs for days. I understand. I definitely understand. I mean, I've had a boat for a lot of my life. I lived on a boat for 5 years. I'm a single-handed sailor. So I was cruising the Mid-Atlantic and Northern Caribbean for 5 years alone with 2 dogs and a cat. I mean, I've always been on boats. But yeah, if you're not using it a lot, it's it becomes a little harder to make sense. Oh, awesome, Bill. Congratulations. Congratulations. Heavy metal, are you asking me? I have 7 dogs, and I sort of have a horse. I bought him, and I take care of him, but he runs free, and he comes when he wants food. But his former owner also tends to him a bit. He's old. I bought him a few years ago, and he's now retired. So I mean, I can pack some light stuff on him if I need to pack, but he basically runs free, and he goes between my house and his former owners, and he just kind of does his own thing. He's an old man. He gets to do what he wants. Going to give you Bill, you're still here, right? I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what I got with the Simplex. This is not in this Monday's digs. It's in the first week of February. Simplex is treating me right. It was my first silver. This is my first silver. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek. Yeah, it's really pretty. It's a pretty ring. I thought it was junk when I first pulled it out. I mean, I'm so non-practiced at this, right? I thought it was junk. I mean, you'll see in the video that comes out early February. It comes out the first Monday in February. I pulled it out. I'm like, oh, a ring, cool. It's junk. And then I took a better look at it, and because the inside was so crusty, I couldn't feel anything. And then I cleaned it up, and I was like, it's 925. It's got a mark. The inside, I didn't get the inside super clean because I don't have the right stuff here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was really excited. I've now there are 4 rings that will be in all the videos. There's one other ring, and that was my last hunt with the Xterra Pro. I haven't made a video of that yet because it was otherwise a really lackluster day. And that ring is titanium. So. Oh, cancel. That's an interesting question. Thank you, guys. I was excited. First silver. Hey, Northern Found. Let's get you wrenched up, too. There we go. Hey, digging it back. I know. First one, my first silver. Very first silver. Made me happy. I was excited to find a ring. I mean, you guys will see in the video. I was really excited to find the ring. I didn't realize it was silver. I would have been, dancing on the beach and whooping it up. But oh well. I know now. I still can't figure out what the material is of the gold-toned one. I'm wondering if it's like gold-plated. It's not steel because it's not magnetic. I don't know. Maybe you guys will know. Let me show it to you. It's let's see. This is it, and there's no marking inside at all, and it's not magnetic, and I have no idea what it is. It's the same etching all the way around, but there's nothing inside of it, nothing at all. So I don't know, and it's really big. I mean, it's giant. Yeah, I wondered about that digging. I don't know if I've ever even seen a tungsten ring. Okay, so you guys think it's tungsten? I don't think I've ever seen a tungsten ring. That's not really something that women's jewelry is made of. Not, it's a little heavy. I would say, I mean, it's not heavy like gold is heavy, but it has some heft to it. So it definitely has heft. The only scale I have is a kitchen scale, so it can do grams, but it can't go into fractions of, or points of grams. It's definitely pretty. All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's not something that women's jewelry is typically made of. So I don't know if I've ever even seen a tungsten ring. But cool, lots of new channels, lots of new people. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got some pesos here, but you guys don't really know what a peso weight is either. Oh, wait, I have some American change here. Let's see. It's heavier than a quarter. It's significantly heavier than a quarter. Okay, it's about the same as a quarter and a nickel. Yeah, same as a quarter and a nickel, if that helps in terms of weight. Tungsten? All right, awesome. Thank you. No, Canslaw, I'm surrounded by, there are more chickens here than people, and they just run all over the place. They're free ranging. I mean, they're technically owned by people, but yeah, there are a lot of them around. There's a burrow too that occasionally my neighbors have a burrow. That's cool to know, Bill. Yeah, I thought tungsten was darker too, because when I researched what this might be and I looked up images, the tungsten was all a darker, like a not gunmetal black, but like a steel gray color. Interesting. Thank you, guys. Canslaw, I have only been doing this. I got my very first detector November 22nd. So I am brand new at this. I'm hoping to find some pirate loot. I might with these motors. I can go to all these really cool places. There's a cave. There are a few caves I want to go into. Although one of them, I want my cat. I want to do that with an actual boat so that there's someone there, because the water can come up in that pretty quickly. Very cool, Bill. I learn from you guys every day, every single day. I learn so much. Every video I watch almost, there's some new bit of knowledge. Yeah, Canslaw, I am brand new at this. Brand new. Oh, really, Bill? So you know an awful lot about it. Very cool. Oh, yeah, I bet, Canslaw. I bet. I never made it to Aruba. I spent a lot of time in the Bahamas, though. I kick myself for all the amazing places I've been that I could have detected, and places I'd lived in the country in Virginia, and I could have had so many great opportunities, but I'm sure everybody feels that way. And you can't go backwards, you can only go forwards, but a lot of really great opportunities that are long past. Yeah, go for Bill. That's one thing that I realized on my last hunt with the simplex light is that with the Xterra Pro, I had to dig everything because the numbers are just all over the place. And with the simplex light, I just in a few hunts, I was starting to get a little lazy. Now, part of it is because I had that little plastic scoop, and it wasn't like having my normal metal sand scoop. I only had the little plastic scoop, so there was a limitation there. But I found myself getting lazy on digging spindles, thinking, oh, that's going to be a bottle cap. Oh, that's going to be a pull tab. And it was amazing how quickly my mind shifted once I got used to the numbers, the clear numbers on the simplex light. So it's something I did notice that the simplex light being more precise in its numbers and sticking to a number made me a little lazier. And I want to remedy that. I definitely want to remedy that. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Plex for days. It really surprised me. Scott, let me get you wrenched up here. It really surprised me how quickly um, my mind shifted on it. And, part of it was that I was tired and I didn't have a proper scoop. But yeah, I'm going to be wary of that in the future. I'm glad I caught it very early on. Oh, really, Ken Slot? Oh, I bet there's yeah, I've been to Veradero. I've spent some time in Cuba when I was on my boat. That's interesting. I bet there's a lot there. Yeah, Scott, I thought about that. I thought I'm actually designing a log. I've looked at a few examples and I'm designing something that incorporates sort of the best of everything I've seen with a few other items that I've thought about. Search the casinos. I really want to get out into the jungle a little bit too, but I don't have a digger yet. So I'm limited to my sand scoop. But I think there could be some cool stuff in the jungle as well. Hello, old Pelon. There we go, Pelon, you're wrenched up. Oh, congrats, Canslaw. Nice full half. Yeah, Bill. I mean, I just noticed it on the last hunt, and again towards the end when I was getting tired. But I've ordered another sand scoop so that I can have one here in the jungle and one in the city. So I'll have a good sand scoop in both places. It's just not feasible to carry a kit back and forth when I also have to carry groceries and I'm watching for dogs and that kind of thing. So I really need to have a kit in both to make it work. Yeah, it's really amazing, Bill. well, everyone. I mean, just the difference in shape and the way something is lying. It's really amazing how differently the signals come through. Thank you, Gopher Bill. I appreciate that. Yes, please. Please hit that like. And if anyone's not subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So hopefully in the next week, I can get these attachments glued onto the bottoms, and then I'll do a test run of these motors. Water will be a little cold, but that's all right. I can be brave. Very true, Bill. Yeah, very, very true. Oh, very nice. Where is he from, Kanslaw? Where is he traveling from to Ottawa? Bill, when do you plan on using your Simplex for the first time? Hey, Rivendell. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's fun. I had no idea. Excellent, Bill. I hope you have good luck with it. I hope you like it. I have found it to be a friendly machine. It's just not complicated. It's friendly, smooth, and easy, except when I get down to the wet sand. Then it gets a little wonky. But in the dry, it's been a magnet for coins. Oh, wow, MD Melbourne. Yeah, Bill, it's different. And one thing I noticed on my last hunt is that the shaft gradually shortens. So I had to adjust it a couple times. Now, granted, I also put some weight on it when because I had that little plastic scoop. So when I would lean down to dig the hole, I was putting a little weight on it, but the shaft fastener, the clamp, is not as robust as it was on the Xterra Pro. Is it? Yeah, the triple score is on my wish list for sure. I would love to get a triple score. Hey, Rocky Mountain, let me get you wrenched up too. There we go. They're not, Bill. Mine, I had seen a video where someone else said that, and mine was fine. I don't know if you did notice when you screw the coil on, the cable for the coil, screw it onto finger tight and then give it another little push, and you can screw it a little bit more. So that's something. Otherwise, it won't be waterproof. You have to push it in, screw it, and then see if you can push it in like another 1/8 of an inch or less, and then give it another little twist. But my threads were actually really good, but I had seen another video where someone said that. Huh. Yeah, I mean it is what it is, you know? It is what it is, but I'm definitely happy with it. Plugs for days. Oh, great, Rivendell. When did you get your triple score? MD Melbourne, I have not researched the equinoxes at all. I know that one or two of them had a problem with leaking, and so I just sort of stopped looking at them at that point. That was in the very beginning of my looking for detectors, though, and I haven't revisited them. But I know people who have them really love them. I would definitely consider an equinox. I definitely want to, my next detector will be sort of in that $500-600 mark. I'm quite certain. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Plugs for Days. Let me see if I can. There you go. It's a local person. I've actually got 4 of his paintings. I have 3 of them in the city place, and then that one. I like it. It's just, it's just not complicated with vibrant colors. I like it. Oh yeah, Bill? You're a 60 VBI. Okay. Okay, with the 800, so the 900. I'll look into that. I mean, I earn Mexican wages, so those things are pretty pricey for me, and I also have to pay 30 to 40% extra for import duties and shipping to Mexico. So it's a significant investment for sure. But I will take a look at the 900. Yeah, Bill. I have found that 99 is pretty much always reliably absolute garbage. So 99 is a weird one. For me, if I get a 3 or an O3 or an O4, it's often a peso. Well, it's 50-50, a peso or a bottle cap. And if I get a 69 or 70, it's always a 10 peso. Like 100% of the time, it's been a 10 peso at 69.70. And then bottle caps for me are 33 to 36, like 34, 35, 36 is often a bottle cap. I'm not a bottle cap. I'm sorry, a pull tab. Pull tab. 0 to 199. Wow. What model is that? MD Melbourne, what detectors do you use? Okay. Okay, interesting, MD Melbourne. So you could detect with this, you could detect gold with the 700. It just doesn't have a, what is it? What exactly is the gold feature? I don't want to make assumptions and then be wrong, which I usually am if I make assumptions. Oh, cool. Plugs for days. You have the 800? Okay. Very, very cool. Yeah, I plan, I mean, in the summer, I plan to do so much in the water stuff that I definitely want one that has a solid history in the water. Oh, okay. What are they like 40 hertz in general? 20 to 40 hertz for gold? Am I remembering that right? Yes, Team Lynch. That was some of the best advice you wrote in one of the comments on one of my videos. It was such great advice. 40 to 80. All right. Hey, Kenny, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, people love their equinoxes for sure. As low as 25, all right, but generally 40 to 80. Yeah, I had ordered the V8X coil, the smaller coil for the Xterra Pro, before I decided to send it back. So I'll have that. I'll have the small coil. Okay. Yeah, MD Melbourne, that's one little bit of frustration I have, is that if I want to find the 1, 2, and 5 peso coins, I have to be in all metal because there's such a high iron content that any of the other modes won't pick them up. It'll pick up the 10 pesos, but not the 1s and the 2s and the 5s. So all metal is sort of my reality. Canslaw, not where I am. Not at all. Not at all. There's very little that will hurt one where I am. I mean, even though it's jungle, we do have coral snakes, but we really don't have very much that is particularly dangerous. Well, dangerous and prevalent, I should say. I mean, we have jaguars and bobcats and those kinds of things, but they really stay back in the jungle. They don't come near humans. They have enough to eat where they are. Kenny, what made you decide on the Equinix 900 for your first machine? I'm guessing it's your first machine since you said you were new. What are you eating, full half? Oh, do you, MD Melbourne? Why is that? Explain that to me, why you use all metal if it's trashy. Hello, Andy. Welcome. I know, Rivendell. There's a friendly acquaintance that I have, and he has a permission for an area where Revolutionary Wars were fought. And he has told me that he will invite me at some point. He's very cautious, and I don't blame him. But that's going to be great, 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 great when I'm able to go with him to some of his prime permissions. He's a really nice person, just very cautious about bringing people into his inner fold. So I am very much looking forward to that. I really want to find a Spanish real. Oh, Kansla, sorry to hear that. Nice, MD Melbourne. Yes, Kenny. You know, I'm doing a beginner series because I'm still a beginner who's learned a lot of lessons so far. And you know, it's an interesting question what the first detector should be. Like, do you buy the best you can buy and then grow into it? Or do you buy something that's adequate for now and grow out of it? And, you know, I guess there's not one right answer. There's just what works for each individual person. Yes, Team Lynch, I agree. I have complete respect for him being cautious, especially on historical land like that. No, Canslaw, that is completely illegal in Mexico. The beaches are free reign for anybody. That's fine. private land, of course, with permission, but anywhere where there are known ruins, that is a big no-no. I mean, if I stumbled on something, that wasn't a known artifact site, that would be one thing, but no. Oh, interesting, Andy. A vibrating handle for me is a must-have, an absolute must-have. I really depend on the vibration a lot. I'm out really early in the morning, like 4:30 in the morning a lot, and I don't like light, so that vibrating handle is really important to me. Why do you think that is, Plugs? Well, anyone, why do you guys think that people try the hobby and then don't stick with it? I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. But I'm curious to know your thoughts of why people try it and go, no. I'm sure, Bill. Yeah. I'm sure you could get some great deals that way. Oh, that'd be great, Rivendell. I'm on the Pacific coast, though. I am nowhere near Veracruz or Acapulco. Well, I mean, Acapulco's on the Pacific, but it's far south of me. But yeah, where I am in the Bay of Banderas, the Spanish came, I believe, in the late 1500s. I want to say 1594. So I'm sure there's stuff here somewhere. Yeah, Andy, I have looked at the Nocta Legend. It is outside of my budget at this point, but it's certainly on my short list. Yeah, that makes sense, Bill, I guess. Yeah, Wicked Digger. That seems so silly to me, though. I mean, it's just. I mean, you would think that there would be a lot of trash to dig up. You know, don't just like pinpoint on a pile of gold in the ground. So all of you all are saying the same thing. I mean, I've never talked to anybody who metal detected before I bought one. I watched some of your, some videos. Well, a lot of videos. I watched a lot of videos. But I had never talked with someone who detected, so I didn't have any preconceived notions at all. And of course, watching the videos, I saw the piles of junk and then the bit of good stuff. So that was sort of what I expected. The 705, huh? Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, hey Patty, how are you today? I guess I just don't mind digging garbage because I, care about where I live and it's so beautiful that picking up trash is just not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, after like 30 bottle caps, I get a little over bottle caps, but I don't mind digging trash. Certainly. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they can pay for themselves relatively quickly. Mm. Yeah, in Mexico, they never have deals on that stuff. I mean, I can get the US deals and have them sent to me, but hey, Georgianne, how are you? Welcome. All right, got you ladies wrenched. Yeah, I agree, plugs for days. And as if in the sand, it's even less than that. Good question, Kenny. I don't think I could pick a single favorite. Patty, 4 years is quite an investment in time. That's considerable. Yeah, cancel. I've heard a lot of people who have been metal detecting for a lot of years say that, coins have dwindled considerably. Patty, come to Mexico. You'll see some of the prettiest beaches ever. I mean, for me, I think about places that, I used to horseback ride as a kid that are now just covered in condos, and what must be under them is incredible. And all of that countryside is just now, concrete. Oh, good question, full half. Yeah, Kenny. In what way? Favorite in what way? That's a great distinction, full half. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Virginia, D.C. area, but I used to horseback ride where Fair Oaks Mall is now. I mean, well, the mall was there, but there was nothing around the mall. It was all countryside. Yeah, I would clean it up anywhere. It's not that hard to pick up some junk. For all of you here, did someone else get you into metal detecting, or did you just pick it up by yourself? I just picked it up. I happened to see a video online that caught my fancy, and that was that. My pleasure, Canslaw. Did you, Georgianne? Very cool. What sparked the interest? Oh, cool, Wicked Digger. Yeah, I can see how that would be a progression. It's just the best hobby. Oh, yeah, full half? What area are you in? I know. I just don't specifically remember, but what area are you in? I would love to, Canslaw. I'd love to do a regular live stream. This is really fun. It's great to interact in a more direct way. Oh, cool, Georgianne. Bill. Oh, I bet that would be an addictive site, Bill. Oh, wow. Indeed, Melbourne. That's funny. It's a nice gift for a first anniversary for sure. Excellent, Andy. What island did you move to? Oh, cool, Patty. Oh, that's super. Yeah, the community is incredible. Just incredible. I'm blown away by it. Okay. Very nice, full half. Pretty area. Nice, Team Lynch. Very nice. Since 1986, wow, that's so cool. Isle of Wight, or Isle of Wight, beautiful. Beautiful. Are you Canslaw? I'm really looking for a history person here. It's hard to find. I would love to find a person who's expert in the history of this area. Yes, Bill. Absolutely agree. Yeah, agree, full half. Congratulations on your books, Canslaw. That's super. Congratulations. That's quite a passion to have 35 books under your belt. Hi, Kaylee. Hello. You're good. That's super, Canslaw. Wow, 7 Roman coins. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. I just watched a premiere this morning for Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal Detecting Passion, I think is the full name. He was here earlier. And his premiere this morning, it was his best of, and it was a great video. It's Heavy Metal, I think it's Heavy Metal Detecting Passion is the channel name. But his premiere this morning was just fantastic. Some of the old stuff he found. Really beautiful, beautiful things. Definitely want to encourage you guys to check that video out. Wow. 1678, that is so cool. Yeah, that would be fun, Canslaw. Uh-oh, full half. Oh, you're in Mesquite? Oh, I bet you would, Patty. Wow, Team Lynch. That's fantastic. You know, yeah, it would be fun to be able to have a more in vivo, live conversation. Team Lynch, that's fantastic. Hey, O'Diver. How are you, Greg? Welcome. I know, Patty. I spent so many years not caring at all about history. It didn't seem to have any relevance to my life. And thankfully, actually, with the advent of a few channels on YouTube, that has changed. And now I'm quite avid about learning. Good, Greg. I'm glad you're doing well. There are a lot of good channels. There really are a lot of good channels. There are some people whose knowledge is just incredible, like Buckle Boy. I mean, he can take the tiniest little shred of a relic and he knows exactly what it is. I'm just in awe of his knowledge. Very true, Canslaw. Very, very true. Yeah, I'm a little ashamed that I've lived in this area for so long, and it's only now that I'm metal detecting that I have an interest in the history here. I mean, I've known the basic history in terms of what happened when, but not like the life and the blood of it, the heart of it. And that I really want to learn more, and I want to learn more specifically about this area so I can scout a little better and understand a little more the areas where I'm searching. Yeah, yeah, Team Lynch. His knowledge is so vast. Thank you, Expressions of the Outdoors. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day and evening. I'm delighted. I just did this on a whim, and I thought, well, I might be sitting there for a while, talking to myself. I so appreciate you all coming by. That's just awesome. Oh, that's cool, Canslaw. Canadian specific items. Oh, I bet, Greg. Yeah, I bet. I've never had a ketchup chip. Is it what it sounds like? Or is it something completely different? – 34 degrees. I would love some real maple syrup. Man, they are just how they sound, Georgianne? Okay. Is it like a potato chip or more like a Dorito, like a tortilla chip? Okay. So it's more like a Pringles? Okay. Huh. MD Melbourne, you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Molly potato chips. All right. Cool. I bet they're addictive. They sound good. Thank you, Marvin. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to do this ongoing. Hey, Tomcat Josh, how are you? Definitely going to do this ongoing. It's really fun. And I like getting to know everybody a little more too. Oh, driver, it is, let's see, it is 28C right now. I'm in a bathing suit. Like, I'm just, I'm in my bikini with the shirt on top. So it's at least that warm. It's not super warm, but it's 28 Celsius. So that's what, about 73 or 74 Fahrenheit, I think. But that's what it feels like. It feels like around 73 Fahrenheit. Hey, Siri, convert 28 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oh, it's 80. It's 82. It's 82. It doesn't feel like 82 at all. But my house is still chilly because that cement just holds the cold once it gets cold. Maybe next time full half. I'm in a bathing suit almost all the time. I really don't like having to wear clothes. It's not my favorite. Yeah, and I took a walk down to the beach earlier, and brought this big box back. I had a friend of mine was keeping it down on the ocean because I didn't want to carry it up the mountain. So I went down to bring this box back. Yeah, I guess, yeah, in the sun, I can see. I still can't see 8. What are you doing, Yujin? But yeah, it's warm in the sun. Oh, driver, you've got yours too. Hey, Mark, welcome. Let me get you wrenched up. Whoops, wrong. There we go. Welcome, Mark. How are you today? There we go. Now you're wrenched. Hey, Bill. Wow, that's pretty cold. That's far south to be 56. You should, Canslaw. Team Lynch, thank you so much for coming by. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you at your premiere. Full half. I'm older, guys. Not like I'm 25. See you tomorrow, Team Lynch. Thank you. You're good. You're a good dog. It's nice to be out of my sweatshirt, that's for sure. It's really been, I mean, compared to you all, it hasn't been cold, but with no heat, it's been really chilly here. Hey, Lucinda. Welcome. How are you? Okay, Bill. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Welcome. -6 Fahrenheit. Oh, God, I can't even imagine. Definitely, Marvin. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, and 23 is 73. That I know for sure. I just don't, I know one system or the other, but I don't really know the conversions between all the temperatures. Yeah, I don't think any of us are full half. Not anymore. We had our day. I wouldn't go backwards, though. Hey, Torchy. Oh, you're in Vancouver. How are you today, Torchy? Staying warm despite the cold? Oh, cancel now. I have a boat tourism business that's part-time. It's a good business in the winter, and in the summer, I get maybe 2 tours a month because we don't have any tourism much in the summer. So in the winter, though, I have probably 2 a week, and that's about right for me. I also do freelance writing and editing, more editing. I'm more of an editor than a writer at this point. So I cobbled together a few different things to earn what I need to earn to have a comfortable life here. So I don't have one specific job. I do a couple different things, and it works out. In the summer I can edit more, and in the winter I have more tourism business. So it's all flexible. I'm very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, it works. It works. Like most people who do, well, I mean, I was doing gig work before gig was even a word, but there are times when there's a good bit of money, and then there are times when it's a little lean, and you just make it work. Um, Greg, nothing has happened with that yet. Nothing happens quickly in Mexico, and I need to get a sign made. And the guy where I have all the equipment, he has a bar here. And he's got the kayaks, he's got the paddle boards, and he's got the 2 metal detectors. And he said that he wanted to get a hand-painted wooden sign to sort of fit his other signage. I said, great. I said, I don't know anybody. Can you handle that? And he said, yeah, I'll look around. A month later, it hasn't happened. So I was just, I looked on Amazon, and I can get a sandwich board, like a chalkboard kind of thing. And I think I'm going to get one of those so that it still looks a little rustico. And I might get a vinyl sign, but make it look more rustico, like have sort of like a wood plank background on the vinyl, and have, kayaks, SUPs, metal detectors. Because I know the look he wants, but if I leave it up to him to hire someone to paint it, it's probably never going to happen. So I just need to be a little more assertive with that. I've had some kids ask to use them, but I don't want 7-year-olds unsupervised running around with metal detectors, even though they're super cheap. I'm just not. I don't want to do that. So, well, I'll get there. Hopefully, with some of the winter season remaining. But I've already bought the stuff, so if it takes an extra little while, then it does. The money's already spent, so whatever. It's not something I'm willing to stress over. I just need to be more proactive about it. I know, Canslot. We don't eat cockroaches where I am, or grasshoppers. It's more grasshoppers. We don't eat, or guinea pigs. We don't eat guinea pigs here either. Well, there are a few places that have grasshoppers. There are a few, and cicadas, but it's not super popular. Sounds great, Patty. No worries. Yeah, Greg, and even though, I mean, they are really cheapy detectors, it wouldn't be a giant loss, but that also means they're not very sturdy. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Do you, Greg? The mezcal. We have it's made from the same plant as tequila and mezcal. It's called raicilla. It's only made in this area. We call it our Mexican moonshine, but although it has, over the past few years, it has become more popular. It's a different taste. It's similar, but it's more like mezcal than it is tequila. But man, it'll knock you on your butt. It's really strong. Really, really, it's one of those alcohols where you think you're fine until you try to stand up, and then you realize you have no legs. It's really potent. Yeah, I will do that, Cancel. I'll check out your channel and let me click on that right now so I've got it open. All right, I've got your channel open in another tab. I will check it out. Yeah, I will, Cancel. Thank you. Did you full have? Yeah, Greg, it's potent. I mean, one or two of them is fine, but three or four, little less fine. It is nice. Yeah, Lucinda, it's nice. I think Lucinda, are you in the US? Because I think you can buy it. I'm going to type it into the chat. You can find it in the US. I mean, it's not quite the same as what we have here. You know, the exported version is a little more sanitized, but the taste will be pretty similar to what we have here. Marvin, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. I so appreciate you being here. Take care, Marvin. Hello, Ohio. Fred, how are you today? It's a nice taste. They also make mixed drinks out of it instead of tequila. Like you can get raicilla margaritas, raicilla sunrises instead of tequila sunrise. It's good. Oh, did you full half? That's nice. I bet he is ecstatic. That's cool. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Ohio Fred. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually a really nice digestive too. Either before or after dinner, like just a little, like a half shot, just a little chilled, sipping it. It's got a really nice sort of stomach calming sensation till you get to number like 3. Oh no, grenadines, no, no. I don't mind a dash of it in a tequila sunrise. I mean, but I don't like it heavy on the grenadine. I'm not much of a sweets person. I don't do sweet all that much. The orange is sweet enough for me. So just a dash of grenadine for a little complexity and color, and I'm good. But here they use fresh squeezed orange juice. Like they fresh squeeze the oranges. I mean, everything is fresh. Like margaritas is all fresh lime. Tequila sunrise is all fresh squeezed oranges, like right in the moment. So it's delicious. Raicilla with fresh squeezed watermelon juice is really yummy. A squirt of lime, a little salt, and tahini on the rim. It definitely brightens it up full half. Yeah. Yeah, lime is a crucial ingredient in Mexico for almost everything. Cancel, I'm so used to it. I don't even realize it anymore. We've also got big parrots. We've got the big macaw parrots. They're really loud too, like really loud. We have tons and tons of birds here. It's amazing. The bird life is phenomenal. I can see 20, 22 species in a half hour. It's incredible. Yeah, I'm so used to the roosters now. I don't know, Canslaw. Some of these birds are pretty darn big. Some of them are normal size, but like the macaws, the chachalacas, the magpie jays, there's some big birds here. Yeah, full half. It just becomes part of the background. We have no car noise. Like when I go to when I first got the apartment in the city and I would go to the city, couldn't believe the car noise because it had been so many years since I'd heard it. It's just what you're used to. The lime and the coconut, Greg, that's great. Excellent. Hello, Garrison. Welcome. Lots of friendly Canadians in chat today. That's cool. You're wrenched up, Garrison Major. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Have a great one, Greg. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close down here in about 5 or 6 more minutes because I know some premieres are starting this evening and I don't want to step on anyone else's toes. So we'll be wrapping up here. It'll be 2 hours and 7 more minutes. So that way everybody can participate in all the premieres too. And I want to see them as well. So want to support the peeps. You too, Georgianne. Thank you, Canslaw. I will definitely do this again. Definitely do it again. And probably in that mid-afternoon time. I'm not a late night person, so I would probably do these more in the afternoons. That's a better time frame for me. And I know a lot of the premieres and other lives are in the evenings. Bye, Tomcat Josh. Yeah, the Treasure Fam is great. It really is. Treasure Tribe. I would love some maple syrup, Canslaw. I would absolutely love some maple syrup. I can get it here, but it's like $35 for, a little. It's crazy expensive here. It's such a luxury. I'm not usually a very good girl though. Actually, you know what? There's a market here on Saturdays in the high season in winter, and they make these beautiful purses and backpacks and belts out of pull tabs. I mean, the ones I find are generally too junky for them to use, but they make some beautiful, beautiful bags and belts. And I'll take some photos next time I'm at the Saturday market. They are gorgeous. Lucinda, I have been in Mexico for 14 and a half years, and I have been in this location for 6. I've been in the area for about 7, but this location, this house, for 5.5. So I've been here a long time. I've lived in Mexico for more time in my adult years than I've lived anywhere else as an adult. It's kind of strange. Are you serious, Full Half? I mean, I know it's expensive everywhere, but here it's shocking. Shockingly expensive. It's like I think 4 ounces for 35, 40 bucks. Oh, no, actually, no, it's more than that. It's about 900 pesos, about $50, almost $50. What am I having for dinner? Probably a steak. I eat a lot of steak. I'm not a full-on carnivore, but I'm like 85, 90%. Hi, Sam Love. Animal-based diet. 22 a liter. Wow. That's pricey, but I'd go for that. Lucinda, where are you again? State or province or Louisiana? Okay. Nice. It's chilly there too, isn't it? It's chilly everywhere up there. Yeah, full half. I do like prime rib. I usually buy filet just because it's easier to cut into individual steaks and store it because it's smaller. So I usually, and actually it's cheaper than prime rib here. Prime rib is such a sought after cut that I can get filet for about 20% less than prime rib. Yeah, that's right, Bill H. You are. Oh, thank you, Full Half. Yeah, I appreciate the likes. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Are you from Louisiana originally, Lucinda? Yeah, good idea. It makes a big difference. It definitely makes a big difference to do that. I have a butcher that I go to that's far cheaper than anywhere in any grocery store. Oh, okay. Illinois to Louisiana. That's a big change. Can't slaw. I mean, you never know. Today was such a total whim. I don't have a schedule in mind. Um, maybe. Don't blame you, Lucinda. I've hated winter since I was about 8, maybe 6. Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's been so cold for you guys. It's been really chilly here, but I can't imagine being, in the US at this. There's nowhere that has escaped the cold. Oh, I like a strip. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have Mennonites and everything. Yeah. Nothing wrong with a good strip steak. I mean, there's really no bad beef. Thank you very much, Cancel. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've never been a fan of winter or cold, I should say. I guess winter in Australia is not too bad. It's 90 degrees there now. Ooh, I've got my door open. I'm going to have to shut it soon. It's starting to get chilly. The sun's starting to go down. Yeah, I love this going live. This is really fun. Thank you, Canslaw. It's a local artist. I've got a few of his paintings. I like his work. Just, I like the vibrant colors and the ocean, of course. Sucker for the ocean. It's a little crooked, but I'm not going to bother fixing it right now. It's got a wooden bar down the center of it. And so I have to get it sort of perfectly right to get it straight. Cancel, I can't really do that with the computer. I mean, I can jiggle it a little bit, but I can't really go around with it. But I could do it from my phone. I have a jungle hike on my channel, but when I uploaded it, it got a little wonky. It's a really simple house. It's just 2 rooms and a bathroom. I mean, it's very rustico. Very, very rustica. It's pretty ugly, but I've got a comfy bed and I can eat, shelter. So I don't really, and I've got a view of the ocean. So there's the jungle and the ocean right out there. And then there's nothing behind me but jungle for 18 miles roughly. I mean, there's not a single house behind me, nothing. I can do that, cancel. Well, watch my videos. The beaches are all in my videos. Yeah, Lucinda. It's a very rustic life. It's hard. It's I don't shop for groceries by price because I have to carry everything on my back. So for me, it's how much does it weigh and how big is it? And can I take it out of the packaging and make it smaller? So, I mean, I'm adding up grams because once I get over a certain amount of kilos, that's it. I can't buy anymore. So the price is actually less important to me than the weight and the distribution of what I've got to carry. And then, of course, all my trash I have to pack out. So there's not a time when I'm climbing up the mountain or going down the mountain that I'm not carrying weight, something either in or out. So it's hard. I love it most of the time. There are days, when it's pouring down rain and it's muddy and the trail is slippery. And, there are days when I think, do I really want to keep doing this? But the answer is yes. Yes, I do. I really love it. It's a different existence for sure. There's a lot to be said for life not being particularly easy, though. One of the things that I've learned so much being here that is such a valuable lesson is to be comfortable with discomfort. Because one, it's temporary, and two, it's just not all that bad. It's been a very, very important and valuable lesson, and I have a lot more patience, and I think I'm probably a nicer person having become comfortable with discomfort. Cancela, I have 0 children. 0, zilch, nada. Never had kids. Wow, full half. Oh man, seriously? That's infuriating. That's right, full half. I'll show you guys a picture of my boat at some point. It's still in Vallarta. It's a disaster. It got banged up in the last hurricane season. It got banged up pretty badly, but I'll show you a picture of it. It's a 41 Erickson. It's a classic boat. Actually, I might have a picture of it on my phone. I don't know if I do or not. Let's see. I have a picture of me up the mast. There. There's me up the mast of it. don't really have a picture. I don't have a good picture of the boat on here. I will cancel. I have it open in another tab, so I'm going to check it out for sure. Is that one? Is that my boat? Yeah. Here's my boat. So if anybody wants a 41-foot sailboat, I'll make you a good deal. Hey, Badger, how are you today? Welcome. Oh, Kaylee, let me give you a wrench, Badger. Full half. I don't remember. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, they've got a V-drive transmission. That thing is a. They've got a V-drive transmission. It's the second sailboat. I had a 44-foot Islander that I restored. That Kaylee that also had a V-drive transmission, and that thing is a pain in the ass. That's what it's got. That's the one issue it has. That vibration just chews up that zinc in the middle. You know, it's a 49-cent zinc, but it can wreck your day. Oh, did you, Badger? Did you just see the picture of my boat? I just showed it. You might have come in right after that. Let me find it again. There we go. Whoops. I was a single-handed sailor, Badger. There we go. It's a 41 Erickson. I have kayaks, but I prefer to paddleboard, Canslaw. A canoe in the ocean would be kind of not fun. And then, Badger, here's a picture of me up the mast of her. Oh, Badger, I am so curious about that. I would love to learn more about that. I've looked it up, and there's not much information about magnet fishing from a kayak. I'm really interested, especially, and I'm really interested because our Mexican pesos are iron. I mean, a magnet would pick up coins in the ocean. And especially with all the beaches we have, I could just go out a little bit with a magnet and kind of drag it. That's another reason why I bought these motors that I showed you guys earlier. It's another reason why I bought, this electric motor to put on the kayak and paddleboard, because I can just go trolling with a magnet and pick up coins. Oh, Badger, if you would, yeah, I would love to learn that. I would love to learn more about it. If you would do a video on that, I would love that. Oh, full half. No, the 44, my 44 Islander. Yeah, I restored it myself. Well, I had help, obviously, but I did a lot of the work myself. And I took it from Annapolis down to West Palm Beach single-handed. And then I sold it and I bought an Allied Princess too. And that's what I did the bulk of my cruising on. It was a great boat. It was a ketch. So, it wasn't a sloop rig. It was much, much easier to handle. Yeah, sure, Badger. I'd love to do that. Absolutely. I don't know anything about magnet fishing, so it would really be me asking you a whole lot of questions. I mean, I've watched a bunch of videos on it, and obviously I know the basic setup and the knot and equipment that you need, but I am so interested. I'm fascinated by it. I'd love to do that. That would be very cool. All right, super. We'll do that. I am going to close the live because I think some Saturday night premieres are going to be starting soon. And I don't want to step on any toes or take away from anybody else's premieres. So we've been on for just over 2 hours. I will definitely do this again, guys. This was great fun. But I want to make sure that, I can support other folks too and see their premieres. It'd be a great live, Badger. Okay, I will do that. I will definitely do that. Me too. Great, great, great. Good night, Bill. Thank you. Full half, thank you so much. Enjoy your dinner. All right, you guys take care. I'm going to close it down. Have a great one. Thank you, guys. Catch you next time. Thank you, Bill. I will definitely do more. Absolutely, I'll do more. This was great fun. I really loved it. You guys are so great. So awesome. So I'll catch you all in chat probably this evening on the premieres. Thank you guys very much. Catch you next time.